when I first read the Quran, what chapter struck me the most and why? Well, we've got to, for me, the Quran, of course, was an unknown commodity. I didn't understand what this book was. So what is it? And so from the very beginning, it's striking. From the very beginning, it begins in the name of Allah, God, the Lord of the universe. Well, when you come to a statement like that, you know, immediately you're struck. So I think that from that moment, of course, we all look at books, and when we're trained to look at books and look for authors, you know, even the Bible. 1,000 authors, I don't know how many, maybe you know how many authors there are, but I mean, so many have put their hand into writing the Bible. But in the Quran, of course, you don't see, that doesn't say written by, you know. And then you say, and then you find that it's Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. It's actually in the name of Allah. It's coming from God. And that's powerful. So powerful. But what was most powerful was the continuous reminder of the oneness. Because every you know, if you're looking at, which I've done, going through different religions, even yoga, it talks about oneness. It's all about oneness. And when I read that Isa, you know, Jesus, he was talking about oneness. Moses was talking about oneness. Abraham, oneness. All this was the most powerful message. And I think you mentioned it to me before. You said, was it Tawheed? And it was. The most powerful thing that you learn is Tawheed. And then, of course, the heart has to be moved. You know, the mind is one thing, the heart. And that came with Surah Yusuf, Surah Joseph. And when and you said, there's always, and somebody told me recently, there's one verse that will open the heart of every soul. In the Quran, there's one verse that will open the heart of every soul. And there was one verse which opened my heart, and it was to do with the moment when Joseph was faced with his brothers, and they were talking badly about him because Binyamin was accused of stealing. And they said, it's like his brother before him. He was, in other words, implicating that the brother before him was a thief as well. And that was Joseph. And he was listening. And my heart broke. Yeah, so that was the moment where I knew that this book was for me. Yeah. And for us, actually. Everybody, I mean, there's a verse in the Quran for every soul. Every soul. But I knew that one was for me. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.